Hey, what's up guys? I'm Drew Manchu and I'm back at it again with another face-to-face video. Here I take the time to read through my entire stack of books this week and let you guys know what I thought about them. No holds barred, unfiltered opinion from this guy. Kind of light on DC in my pool list this week, so I'm going to go ahead and knock that short stack out quick. I picked up Action Comics 980. This is Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman, assembling the Superman Revenge Squad. It seems Henshaw and the Eradicator are on their way to Belle Reve Prison to break out General Zod. He's the last piece of the puzzle they need to take revenge on Superman. Can Superman stop them in time? Now, I've been loving Superman since DC Rebirth, and Action Comics has definitely been a must-read for me, but this issue right here kind of fell flat in my opinion. I'm not really a huge fan of the art, and this story seems to just be spinning its wheels. You know, I'm having a lot more fun with Peter J. Tomasi's self-titled Superman than I am with Action Comics right now. That being said, I did pick up this fantastic variant cover with Harley Quinn on it. I do enjoy this cover, and it is fun to look at, especially since I don't have to read Harley Quinn in the issue. This week I grabbed Detective Comics 957. This is a story about Spoiler, and Batman is not in the book, and I'm okay with that. I like what they are doing, giving her a chance to shine, even though she's not part of the team any longer. Stephanie Brown is a fun character, and I'm excited to see if this is going to be an entire arc or kind of a one-and-done situation for her. We'll find out. I think they're putting off Batman dealing with the magic situation, and the longer they do that, the better, in my opinion. I dug this issue, and I think Detective Comics is on an upswing right now. Deathstroke number 19 is the Lazarus Contract Part 3. Both teams of Titans have joined forces to save both Wally Wests from Deathstroke, but now that Deathstroke has the Speed Force, he's more unstoppable than ever. We get some great action coupled with the reveal of Dick Grayson's deal he made with Deathstroke. And the end of this issue sees Deathstroke one step closer to going back in time and saving his dead son Grant. I've really enjoyed this fast-paced story, and the weekly installments have really been scratching an itch for me. I'm excited to see how they wrap this all up. Picked up a fairly large stack of independent books this week, so we're going to go over those. I missed this last week, so I did pick it up. God Country number 5. I grabbed the Spawn variant here. Excited to have this. I don't know why it wasn't in my pool list last week, but I did find it this week on the shelf, and really happy to have this Spawn cover. I think this story is wrapping up shortly, and I like where it's going. A lot of the mythos was unveiled in this issue, and the more they go into that, the better, in my opinion. God Country is definitely a series to pick up. From the same author as God Country, we have Redneck number 2. Donny Cates writes both of these books, and he's doing a fantastic job. Redneck is the story of some southern vampires and basically their family feud against some vampire haters in the town. This story is dark and gritty and kind of disturbing, and these vampires definitely do not glitter in the sunlight. These vampires are badass. Check out Redneck number 2. After a long break, Seven to Eternity is back with issue number 6. This is an epic fantasy tale being woven by Rick Remender, whose imaginative world is brought to life on the page by Jerome Opeña. Absolutely gorgeous. These pencils are insanely detailed and awe-inspiring. Couple that with an intriguing building narrative, and you have one of the best titles on shelves. You guys should be checking out Seven to Eternity. It's one of the best independent titles out there. Should be able to find the first 5 issues in trade, and issue number 6 hit stands this week. Really great stuff. Every time the name of Matt Rosenberg comes up on this show, I talk about 4 kids walk into a bank. And apparently, I missed this issue last week, but this is issue number 4 of 4 kids walk into a bank. I've been waiting on this for a long time. I love Matthew Rosenberg's writing. Tyler Boss does a fantastic job on the art in this book, and it's a great story about 4 kids and a really, really intense situation. Really good stuff. I think you guys should check it out. Nobody works with characters right now better than Matt Rosenberg. He did a great job on the Rocket Grounded miniseries, and he's doing a great job on Kingpin right now. Really loving his work on Secret Warriors. But my favorite thing he does right now is 4 kids walk into a bank. This story is amazing. And if you're not reading it, you probably should be. And I, I don't know what to tell you. Go pick it up. It's good stuff. I picked up Black Hammer number 9. This is the tale of how Colonel Weird met Talkie Walkie, and it's fantastic. Absolutely love this story. Each issue acts more or less as a character vignette, while allowing the overarching story to unfold slowly behind the scenes. Jeff Lemire is fantastic in his character work, and also paints a broader picture subtly with all of these interconnected stories. I love the tale of Colonel Weird and Talkie Walkie. Weird rescues Talkie Walkie from a planet full of robots where organic life is forbidden. And Talkie Walkie learns to appreciate humanity by watching TV signals that he receives from space. Parts of this story are really funny and parts are heart-wrenching. But with a character named Colonel Weird, things are going to get weird along the way. I think you guys should be checking out Black Hammer number 9. I like it so much I picked up this variant cover, which is absolutely awesome. Love Talkie Walkie there. This style is very Jack Kirby, and I really dig it. Now, as far as my Marvel stack, I also picked up a couple things that I missed along the way. The Screaming Citadel Part 1. I did not read the last issue of Star Wars because I hadn't read this Prelude issue, and I think I'm going to go back and do that now. So I'll let you guys know what I think probably when the Screaming Citadel wraps up, or when I get to issue number 3, we'll figure it out. I also believe I missed Infamous Iron Man number 8. This is the maker, and he's trying to convince Ben Grimm that he is Reed Richards and that he needs to kill Dr. Doom. Also, we get Dr. Doom as Iron Man facing off with Riri Williams, and they have a nice little heart-to-heart, and it's kind of entertaining, and I dig it. And I think that Bendis is doing a great job with this Iron Man Doom situation, and I'm going to keep reading it. Good stuff in my opinion. Venom number 150 came out. I looked at the interior art of this book. It didn't grab me. I did not pick it up for that reason. I picked it up for this Scotty Young variant cover and for this Scotty Young variant cover alone, and that's absolutely gorgeous. I haven't read the first 6 issues of Venom. I read the first issue, I believe, but not for me. And I know Eddie Brock is back, and maybe I'll read it eventually, but just a gorgeous cover, and that's why I bought it. A couple of great X-Men books came out this week. Got Jean Grey number 2. I wasn't a huge fan of Jean Grey number 1. The art style was a little off-putting to me, but the story of her encountering a vision of the Phoenix Force had me intrigued, as well as the teaser that Quentin Quire was going to be in this issue. And he is in this issue, and he's absolutely great. And there's some good art in this as well. I like the way the Reavers are detailed, but some of the faces for me just were a little bit off. Not super sure where this Jean Grey book is going, but I definitely enjoyed the banter between the characters in this issue. I thought Hope Summers was amazing. I thought Magic was as snarky as I've ever heard her, and I kind of enjoyed that as well. Jean Grey is definitely staying on the pull list, no matter if her haircut sucks or not. I also grabbed X-Men Blue number 4. X-Men Blue number 4 is the story of the time-displaced mutants from all new X-Men. And in this issue, they come across a familiar face that they've run into before in the Ultimate Universe, Jimmy Hudson, the son of Wolverine. I'm not a huge fan of the Ultimate Universe, and therefore I don't know that much about Jimmy Hudson or some of these other characters that they're introducing and how they relate to good, evil, what their affiliations are, what their situation is, but I'm interested to see where this goes. Laura's absence from the team does leave an opening for a Wolverine, and if Jimmy Hudson fills that role, I kind of won't be mad at that. I picked up Guardians of the Galaxy number 2. This is the new run by Jerry Duggan, the all-new Guardians of the Galaxy, after being hired by the Grand Master to retrieve an artifact from the Collector. The Guardians of the Galaxy get caught stealing. Classic Guardians fare here. But I'm more interested in the backup story about the Groot Sprouts and what's going on there, because that's kind of off-putting and weird, and I enjoy that. The art in this book has been solid. I love the character portrayals by Duggan, and he's having a lot of fun here, and I have a lot of fun reading it. So, All New Guardians of the Galaxy #2 is definitely staying on my pull list. Totally Awesome Hulk #19 sees a crossover with Weapon X. Amadeus Cho has also been hunted by these Sentinel-like robots, with adamantium cyborgs, whatever you want to call them. They're coming after the Weapon X team, and they're also coming after the Totally Awesome Hulk. This title had lost its luster for me, and I was thinking about dropping it, and that still might be the case, but I really enjoyed the way that Amadeus Cho interacted with Old Man Logan and Sabretooth especially in this issue. Really good stuff, and I think that I'm going to enjoy the Weapons of Mutant Destruction crossover. After that, we'll see what happens, but I enjoyed this issue, #19 of Totally Awesome Hulk. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #19. Saccharine sweet with a biting edge. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur has been one of my favorite titles since its launch. 19 issues in, and it hasn't lost its luster. This issue sees Lunella receive a distress call from deep space. So what else is a genius girl to do other than tackle the problem of deep space travel? She builds a spaceship and launches herself and Devil Dinosaur straight towards the signal. It leads her to a remote moon where she lands. She quickly realizes that the subject of the distress call wasn't on the moon. It was the moon itself. The heart with which these outlandish tales are told and the beauty with which they're displayed make Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur a must-read each and every month. I absolutely love this title, and it's super consistent. If you like one issue, you're going to like them all. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is a must-buy. I picked up Secret Warriors #2. Matt Rosenberg's doing a fantastic job with the characters in this book. I love his take on Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Ms. Marvel's on point. Quake is a fantastic leader of this team, and Karnak is great comic relief, and it's fantastic. Absolutely love this story. I'm a little concerned that this won't make it past the Secret Empire tie-ins because it started as a Secret Empire tie-in. Beyond that, I want everybody to go out and pick up this book because I want it to be on my pull list for a very long time. Love the story, the art's on point, great action, and it's giving us some really nice tidbits about the Secret Empire from the Inhuman point of view. Good stuff, and I really enjoyed it. I picked up the Mighty Captain Marvel #5. This is a Secret Empire tie-in. This is yet another look at Carol and her relationship with being exiled from the planet. And this one is a little bit different from the Ultimates issue, and I kind of don't dig that break in continuity. I'll tell you this much, I didn't hate this issue. I dig the art style, and I think it was really well written. I just don't care for Carol Danvers as a character, and just picking up this tie-in and not going to be reading this series. So, there you have it. I picked up Steve Rogers' Captain America #17. In this issue, the Supreme Leader of Hydra sits down for an in-depth one-on-one interview. We get his take on everything from censorship to the Inhuman problem. And the situation with the mutants is also addressed. We also get a flashback to a backroom deal between Steve Rogers and Magneto to take the mutants off the board. Nick Spencer is doing a fantastic job to paint a picture of Steve Rogers as the ultimate villain. And the sincerity with which Steve Rogers espouses these viewpoints just hammers home what a piece of garbage that he is. I love the fact that we're finally in the meat of Secret Empire, and I can't get enough. Truly, I love the way Nick Spencer writes this character, and I never want this story to end. This is definitely a must-buy in my opinion. If you're not reading Steve Rogers' Captain America, you're depriving yourself of the best story out there right now. It's fantastic. I know I say that about a lot of things, but in Marvel, this is top-notch. This is the tits. This is big dick swinging, good shit. And Nick Spencer is killing it. Also this week I did pick up another Spider-Man Mystery Mini. Shook them up, felt which one was heavy, and I got me a Venom. Great stack this week, guys, with a lot of great titles. Hard to narrow it down, but my independent pick of the week this week was 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank by Matt Rosenberg. Definitely check this out. My DC pick of the week was The Lazarus Contract Part 3 in Deathstroke #19. My Marvel pick of the week this week is Steve Rogers' Captain America #17. And surprise, surprise, my cover of the week this week is the Scotty Young Venom 150 variant. Love that Scotty Young. That's going to do it for this week's face-to-face video, guys. Remember, collect what you love, share what you find. I'm Drew Manchu. I'll see you guys next time.